It is Sunday, the 26th of June 2022. We're looking at the moon and Venus in the pre-dawn sky, and the International Space Station is supposed to fly below them, if I'm not mistaken, any time now. I'm looking at Stellarium and I don't see it on my phone, but my understanding is that at around 4:20 to 25 or so, it should fly through the sky. There's a fair bit of cloud, but should be able to see it, so I'm keeping my eyes open. We'll keep the camera centered on the moon and Venus for now. If I see it further off in the sky, I may sort of pan and then try to find it. And I just want to check the time again here. 4:18, so I might be a little bit early in terms of seeing the ISS. Yeah, it just occurred to me now I should hop on. There's a website that tells you when it's passing. So let's see. Montreal sighting opportunity, NASA space station. Let's see what we got here. Sunday, visible 6 minutes at 4:20 a.m. Excuse me. Date, Sunday, June 26, 4:20 a.m. So right about now, it's 4:19. Visible for 6 minutes. Maximum height 24 degrees, so not that high above the horizon. Disappears 10 degrees above east. And like I said, I saw earlier on the Stellarium software on my computer at home that it was supposed to fly under the moon and Venus. So keeping our eyes open. I do not see it at all yet. No sign of it. Yeah. But we'll just keep the camera looking this way for a while yet. My understanding was it wasn't supposed to pass below the moon and Venus until around sometime after 4:20 a.m., like at around 4:23, something like that. Again, no sign of it. I got my alarm going here just for that purpose. So it's 4:20 now. According to my phone, it should be visible somewhere, but I'm scanning the horizon and I don't see it, but there is cloud. Oh, there it is. I see it. And it's way over the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to pan around here. That's it. That is the International Space Station. So we're just going to follow it as it goes through the sky. And it's going to pass. It's quite a low pass. Like they said, it doesn't get more than 24 degrees above the horizon. We're just going to let it fly through the frame here without moving the camera. 40 of a second, f5, 85mm lens. The ISO is right up at 1280. It's actually overexposing somewhat. Like the sky is actually sort of a deep steel blue rather than the lighter blue that I'm seeing. I suppose I could play with the exposure adjustment, but I think that might mess things up when it gets to the moon and Venus, which we're hoping to see. So we're just going to pan with it. Let's do this. Yeah, so we'll let it rise up through the frame. camera's probably slightly off of level. Yeah, so I rarely shoot the ISS on video. That's the International Space Station, if I haven't mentioned it. So I can see it's going to be quite a bit below Jupiter. I don't think Jupiter will be in the frame because it's quite a bit below it, you know, about half a handspan below Jupiter. It might actually pass not too far from Mars. We might briefly see Mars. What I will do is I will put it down in the corner there, and we'll see if it does, if, you know, here, let's see if we can find Jupiter. Okay, see, there's Jupiter. There's the space station. Oh, look at that. We got them both. So, Jupiter Space Station. And we'll just continue to pan here. So again, up at the top near the center, a little left of center, that's Jupiter, and that's the space station crossing the sky below it. So we got just the right focal length here, 85 millimeters, to get them both in relatively tightly. And let's keep going along here. It should start descending, I think. Is Mars in there? Do we see Mars? Can we get Mars in there? Might be in there. Ah, there's Mars. So now we got the space station and Jupiter and Mars all in one shot. Not too shabby. And so the space station is descending, as it were. So let's do this. So now we got Mars, space station. But that was nice to be able to get the space station with both Mars and Jupiter all in one frame. You know, they're just little dots and everything, but nevertheless, it was kind of nice to be able to do that. So I could see that it's you know, it's hard to distinguish with just the eye and even with the camera from the sky. It might end up being too bright. Okay, there it is, right near the center. I'm afraid that the sky may be too bright to really see it by the time it gets to Jupiter and sorry, not Jupiter, the Moon and Venus. Yeah, we seem to have lost it. I can't see it anymore. What I will do is I'll go over to where the Moon and Venus are, and we'll sort of hope for the best kind of thing. But I think it might have just faded out. It might have been that the simulation that I saw on Stellarium on my computer simply wasn't accurate, and it doesn't even pass under the Moon and Jupiter. Or it's possible that it's blending in. You know, it may be passing under it, but it's not reflecting light. We got quite a nice pre-sunrise sky here. Still no sign of Mercury. Oh, there goes my alarm again. I guess I had it set for when, 4:25. I had the alarm set for, you know, about when it was supposed to pass under the Moon and Venus. So, yeah. So we're with an 85 millimeter lens here, which is, you know, the Moon and Venus are enough above the horizon that can't really get everything in here. That flashing red light there is the Five Roses flower. Okay, so we can maybe just get the Five Roses flower neon sign blinking there with the Moon and Venus up in the corner. Mercury should be in there somewhere, but exactly where, and I don't know. And excuse me, just a little sleep deprived as a result of all my astrophotography activities. But what it comes down to is I have a feeling that even if Mercury's in the frame, it may simply not be bright enough to be seen. That is that. So we're going to take some stills, but it was nice to be able to see the space station, International Space Station, flying, as it were, orbiting, and essentially passing under Jupiter and Mars. And I guess we didn't see it pass under Venus and the moon, but c'est la vie.